So there have been many comparisons between Caitlin Clark and Michael Jordan at the outsets of their careers. Of course, huge rookie seasons, finishing, top, tier in the MVP voting off the rip, being this kind of person that's going to, change the trajectory of a sport. And now there's one more comparison apparently we can add, as Caitlin Clark's going to be joining NBA on NBC for at least 2 games. She has never worked in an analyst position before. This is going to be really cool for her. We've seen other players, I believe Aaliyah Boston has done some NBA on NBC work as well, but more like whenever NBC does like college games. So NBA on NBC actually is a little different than the NBC Sports normal stuff. We saw Michael Jordan basically fleece NBC out of however much money they convinced him, and they sat him down with Mike Tirico, and they seemingly filmed this longer interview, and they've chopped it up throughout the season, and really just it hasn't really added much. I think in Caitlin's case, this is going to be a really cool chance for her to crossover into just another part of basketball in general, being in front of the NBA audience. Of course, they would be extremely familiar with whoever she is already. But, you might not have ever heard her talk for an extended period of time. You may not have necessarily always listened to her aptitude about the game. And she's going to be commentating on the Lakers Knicks game, I believe. I'm a Lakers fan, so that'll be pretty cool at Madison Square Garden. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then I believe she also will be following up at a Knicks Thunder game. So she's going to like have 2 different huge games. Those are pretty big, national broadcast type games. And that is, pretty cool in my opinion. So like I think they will pretty much lean on her to try to get some of her fans and following to check this stuff out, because where Caitlyn goes, so goes the money, so goes the audience, so goes the attention, and it'll probably give her a chance to kind of talk about what she has coming up shortly. That being Team USA will be getting back into the fold. They'll probably ask her about her thoughts on the CBA, and going into World Cup, right before March, is kind of just a good look. Especially, I have to check who has the broadcast rights for whatever the World Cup games are. But yeah, she's going to be an NBA on NBC analyst, and it's funny, as they have rolled this thing out, we've seen the critical acclaim that NBC has gotten with the Vince Carter broadcast, Carmelo Anthony, Blake Griffin, a lot of stuff. That's Amazon, but in the NBA on NBC side, I believe Dwayne Wade's over there as well. So there's going to be like a lot of heavy hitters on there. So seeing Caitlyn kind of get treated with that reverence, I think that'll be a pretty cool thing to see. Not only for Caitlyn, but whoever it opens the door for, following her. So make sure y'all check that out. Anyway, I'm Rich. I'm up out of here. Quick one. Peace.